in, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his distance. We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Paul finds his man on the left. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught in the backfield, it's Lyle. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
poised by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks forward.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Hurricanes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag.
Touchdown, Cage! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
From the gun, give on the inside. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They'll run it from the gun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Williams will pass. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get it.
Snags it on the right. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Williams looking for a man. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Slithers into space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism better.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Huskies. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it going deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is your guy.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. And the Canes will try to pick it up on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it. That was a great call. First down.
Dropping back, it's back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Canes line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Coleman. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throws to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Coleman. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Now, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The kick is on its way. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Quarterback making checks. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the right. Caught near the sideline. It's caught. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Looking downfield on first down. They're setting up the screen. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. And the returner will be knocked down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Williams looking for a man. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Pulls it in on the left. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Rushes on him. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Canes will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Right back to the well. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much.
He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground, stop playing pass, come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Jukes his way from home. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Williams will pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Boston. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. There he goes. extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking left. This one's complete. Running through contact. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Huskies want to crank the tempo. Williams looking for a man. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice job by the defense turning the page. Just gave up an explosive play. Now you're going to come right back with tempo, and a nice job in the back end covering to force that incompletion.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Washington. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Miami, 28. Washington, 17.
Bringing it out. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Carr. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On target over the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Give to the running back. Running into the open space. Picks up the first down. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
35, Washington, 17.
So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Try to get it to the edge. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Washington wants to go quickly. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Just keep slinging it. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Trying to beat the D deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Williams looking for a man. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the 4th quarter, you can't do much of this, much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's back. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays.
Turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. The Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. This quarterback part of their running game. It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Huskies! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now how do we get this stopped? Now the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's back. Makes the grab. There he goes. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. First and goal as they can just take their time and try to put this one out of reach. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can keep it.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. He wants a big play here late.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking.
He wants to take the top off. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.